Hello once again from the Sports Center in Moorhead, Minnesota. This is a game 2 for the 15UBlack team. They are set to match up against the Grand Forks Aviators. This will be the first and probably the only matchup we'll see against the Aviators, as they are an A team. Grand Forks didn't have enough numbers for two teams again this year. If you're just joining us today, the Spuds took on Alex earlier this morning. And won that one by a final of 11-3. Spuds take to the ice. Starting in net will be number 33, Ellie Paulson. On the blue line will be number 6, Talia Little, and number 18, Kaylin Ekren. Left and right will be number 2, Alexa Strand, and number 3, Molly Hockett. Centering it up for Moorhead will be number 4, Caitlin Shirley. Puck is down. We are underway. It's going to get steered into the Grand Forks zone momentarily. Shirley steps in, knocks it away. It'll get sent over onto the near side wall and down into the corner. Taken away by Brecky and turned over onto the far side. Hockett tries to step in and steal it away. It'll be sent the other direction by Little down in behind the net. Along the near side wall, Ekron will have it knocked off her stick by McLaughlin from Grand Forks, and they take it down into the Moorhead zone. Knocked free in the slot, sent over to the far side wall. Grand Forks is going to clear it out on their own. They'll have to come back out to center and reset. Didn't quite make it before the puck got thrown back down into the Moorhead zone. They'll end up offside. 16-16 first period here. Face-off will be near side, just outside the Moorhead zone. Lane. And I thought her sweater, 16. That's it. Singdahl. Cleared out to center by the Spud, sent right back down in to the far side corner. It'll be gathered up and taken around behind the net by Lovejoy. Lane, far side, has it knocked off her, or close side, has it knocked off her stick by Close. Lovejoy will come away with it, carried out to center. Sent back into the Moorhead zone, and it'll get called back on icing. Spuds again are wearing their home orange with the black and white trim. Grand Forks is wearing their travel sweaters, the dark blue with the red and white trim. Spuds are skating right to left on your radio dial. Face off near side, Grand Forks zone, Swenson and Singdahl. Swenson won the draw, sent it over to the near side wall. It gets kicked down into the far side corner, centering pass from Retzer, nobody home. Comes over all the way over to the near side wall. Handle back behind her own net will be Singdahl. She'll have it knocked off her stick. Puck will come free in the slot and be cleared over to the side by Grand Forks and sent all the way down into the Moorhead end. That one's going to get called back on icing as well. 15-17 first period. Faceoff will come back down to the Grand Forks end on the far side. Shirley and Groven. Big shot taken by Ekron. He's going to get knocked away by Schmaltz, the Grand Forks goalminder. Will be held up in the near side corner. Finally comes free. It'll be Shirley back behind, centers it up. And the goal gets knocked off. Ref will call that one dead. Face off again will be far side of the Grand Forks zone. Shirley and a mystery aviator. The Groven again. We kicked around behind the Grand Forks net. They're going to send it along the far side wall. Shirley is there to send it back. Or Little and Shirley with a shot on Schmaltz. It'll get kicked away. Grand Forks is going to come away with it and go the other direction. Hard and fast into the Moorhead zone will be close. She's going to get pinched up against the back wall. Puck comes free right through the crease and up to Strand on the near side. Strand out to center to Shirley. Shirley has it knocked away. Everett steps in to help. Down into the Granford. Down through center, back into the Moorhead zone. It'll be Lane near side. She's going to skate it out through center. Top of the crease, or top of the slot. She's going to have it knocked away. Grand Forks will come away with it and go back the other direction. Singdahl is going to carry it behind her own net. Lane in her back pocket. Puck will end up along the near side boards. Everett tries to shove it down in, and it's going to get turned back into the corner. And then set up alongside the far wall up to Hendrickson at the point. It's going to get knocked out through center by Singdahl and down into the corner of the Moorhead zone. Far side wraparound, puck comes free. Everett is going to be going back the other direction. Everett cross ice to Lane, is going to be intercepted by Schultz. Down into the Moorhead zone, shot and a goal. So the Aviators strike first, go up 1-0 with 13:07 left in the first. Face-off at center is going to be center with Groven and Swenson. Swenson wins the draw. Aviators control momentarily, drop it back to Little inside the Moorhead zone. She tries to clear. It's going to be held in and sent all the way down behind the Moorhead net. Back into Retzer. Retzer tries to throw it off the boards. It'll be held in by Groven. Puck will come all the way over onto the near side to Carter, who tries to clear. Will be sent back down into the corner by Cameron. Puck up into the air, into the glove of Paulson. That one was quite literally like catching a pop fly. Shirley and Groven to face off near side of the Moorhead zone. Spuds are going to come away with it. Hendricks back behind her own net, sends it ahead. It'll be turned back down into the far side corner. It'll run behind the net where Lovejoy will go and get it. Lovejoy, Singdahl, near side wall, sends it ahead. Centering pass is turned away and sent out to center. Strand and Brecky. Strand gets the shot away on Schmaltz, who will stick it down and cover it up. Face-off will be near side of the Grand Forks zone. Not sure why we're blowing whistles, but Grand Forks is going to win the draw. Lovejoy is going to control it at the top. She's going to dump it down in. It'll end up in the far side corner. Everett, centering pass, shot, Lane, And Grand Forks is finally going to clear it out. Back into the Moorhead zone. It's going to be poke checked away from Singdahl by Hendrickson. Lee is going to clear the zone far side. Kicked up into the air and lays free. Lee dumps it into the Grand Forks zone. Moorhead goes for the change. Close brings it down into the Moorhead zone on the far side. Carries it around back behind the net. Centering pass. Nobody home up to Bernier, who tries for the shot that gets knocked down in traffic. Ekron along the far side wall, looks to clear it. She sends it ahead to Swenson. Swenson fights her way down in, gets a shot away. Glove save made by Schmaltz. Puck comes free and back behind the net where it'll be gathered up by the Aviators. And along to the far side wall. Ekron battles for it. Swenson goes down. So Swenson was able to get up and skate off under her own power. Face-off will be far side, just outside of the Grand Forks zone. It'll be sent down in and cleared right back out. Ekron will have it on the near side and carry it into the corner. Becky there to fight with it. Shot by Ekron, knocked down by Schmaltz. Puck was steered over into the corner. Grand Forks looks to clear. Ekron takes the shot. It's going to get knocked down by McLaughlin and taken all the way down into the Moorhead zone. Side angle shot on Paulson. It'll get swallowed up by Paulson. Face-off will be the glove side of Paulson. Singdahl and Shirley to square up. Shot on Paulson is going to get kicked away. Pocket will have it along the far side wall. She tries to clear. It's held in by Schultz. Sent all the way down into the corner to Lovejoy. Lovejoy tried to clear. She had it poked away, got sent back down into the corner. Hendrickson carries it around back behind her own net. Pocket tries to clear. It'll be taken back down and in by Singdahl. She'll hand it off to Wall. She will take the shot that'll go just wide of the net. Another shot from the point is going to get kicked away by Paulson. Strand will have it on the near side. She tries to clear. It's going to find its way out to center. Singdahl will throw it right back in, and the Aviators will be offside. Face off, Groven and Lane, near side just outside the Moorhead end. It's going to be won by Lane, controlled by the Spuds, sent down in momentarily and cleared right back out by Ekron. Little. Far side fights for it. Aviators are going to go in offside again. Face off Groven and Lane, far side this time. Groven's going to win the draw. Aviators are going to control. Send it all the way down in behind the Moorhead net where Eckert will go collect it. Off the near side boards, it'll be turned back the other direction by Brecky. Lane is going to have it. She's going to take it out through center. It'll get knocked away by Cameron. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game. Yeah. Moorhead is going on the power play on the hooking call from Cameron, number 3 from the Aviators. 8:46, 2-minute power play for the Spuds. Puck comes up to Little. Little sends it right down in along the side of the net. Everett tries to center it up. It's going to get kicked over into the near side corner and come up along the near side wall. Ekron brings it around, top of the slot, looks for the shot, takes the shot, save made by Cameron. Puck comes up to Lane at the top. And Grand Forks is going to come away with it. Hale down into the Moorhead end. She'll lose the handle on it. It'll fly up into the air. Everett will have it along the far side wall. Kilgore is going to fight for it. And now Ekron is headed to the box. So we'll have a minute 21 of 4-on-4 hockey. And then we'll have 39 seconds of 5-on-4 power play hockey from Grand Forks. Face-off. Far side of the Moorhead zone is going to be won by Shirley. She'll kick it into the corner. Hendrickson will grab it. Hendrickson is going to send it up to Shirley. 2-on-2, go in the other direction. Shirley's going to steer it wide onto the far side wall and get pinched up there by Schultz. Puck will come free and back behind the Grand Forks net. Brecky sends it around behind the net. Lovejoy steps in and turns it back the other direction. Retzer will go get it behind the Grand Forks net. She'll send it out along the near side wall. Puck is going to find its way out to center. Lovejoy will have it knocked away from her, and it'll be dumped into the Moorhead zone by Singdahl. Along the near side, Hendrickson is able to clear it. She'll send it ahead to Shirley, who will have it stolen away by Brecky. Backhand shot by Shirley is kicked away by Schmaltz. Puck will be carried around back behind the net on the stick of Close, who will bring it all the way down into the Moorhead zone. She drops it off for Walsh. Walsh is going to have it stolen away by Lane. Lane going hard and fast the other direction. She'll have it knocked off her stick by Schmaltz, or by Singdahl. But come away with it along the far side wall. Centering pass over to Little. Little with a shot. Glove save made by Schmaltz. And the Aviators are on the power play now. 33 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Face-off is going to be far side of the Grand Forks zone. Singdahl and Lane to center it up. Sent up to Little at the point. Little with the shot. It's going to get knocked down in traffic in front of Schmaltz. And Grand Forks is going to be able to clear. Little, cross ice, intercepted by Berninger. Will be kicked around and held on to finally by Mijas. And down into the in the Moorhead zone will be Singdahl. Singdahl in the corner is going to the box for checking. 3 seconds left on the Moorhead penalty. So we'll have 3 seconds of 4-on-4, and then 57 seconds, or a minute 57 of Moorhead power play hockey. .609 to go in the first. Face-off is going to be near side of the Grand Forks zone. Shirley wins the draw, comes up to Hendricks, who tries for the shot. It gets knocked down in traffic. Aviators are able to clear it out to center. Held up right in front of the Aviator bench. Lee is going to come away with it. Tries to get it down into the zone. She'll have it stripped away by Cameron, who knocks it out to center. Lovejoy will have to go collect it inside of her own zone. Lovejoy off the back wall. We'll send it around to Hendrickson. Hendrickson is able to clear it out to Shirley near side. Shirley over to Everett. Puck is going to come all the way onto the near side wall. Puck will get kicked over to the back wall. And along the near side, Eckert will turn it back the other direction. Eckert, center ice. Carries it in, top of the slot, looks for the shot, takes the shot, glove save. Puck loose in the slot is going to cleared out by Close. Wraparound shot is going to get swallowed up by Schmaltz. 56 seconds remain on the Moorhead power play. Face off to the blocker's side of Schmaltz between the lane and Walsh. Will get sent down into the near side corner and around back behind the net. Carried out through center and dumped into the Moorhead zone. Walsh is going to go after it in the near side corner. Eckert is going to be there to strip it away. Tries to clear right up onto the stick of Hale, who goes for the shot, but it's going to get stripped away. They're going to get knocked away. Down into the Grand Forks zone is going to be Eckert. She's going to have it poked off her stick by Schultz. Puck loose in the slot with a shot taken by Lane. "15 seconds remaining on the Moorhead power play. Face-off will be near side of the Grand Forks zone. Shirley wins, sends it over to Strand along the near side wall. Up to Lovejoy. Lovejoy kicks it back down into the corner. Brecky will go after it behind her own net. Strand will have it. Strand looks to center it up. She's going to take the backhand shot. That'll get kicked away by Schmaltz. Set back in behind the net. Hockett tries for the wraparound. It gets kicked away by Brecky. Hockey will end up with it. She tries to center it up to Shirley, and it'll get knocked down in traffic. Lovejoy will send it all the way across ice. Power play over. Be held up along the near side wall by Lovejoy. Gets stripped away by Groven. Groven will carry it around back behind her own net. Hockett is there to step in and knock it down. Strand will have it on the near side corner. She's going to send it around to the far side where Hockett will go after it. She has it poke checked away, and Grand Forks is able to clear. Out at center, shot. Grand Forks tries to send it all the way into the Moorhead zone. Hendrickson was there. Down into the near side corner is going to be Shirley. She tries to center it up. It's going to get intercepted by Close. She'll carry it around her own net and out through center. Dumped into the Moorhead zone. It'll land with Lovejoy, who will send it across ice to Everett. Everett tries to take it into the zone. She'll have it knocked away by Singdahl. Ekron is able to backhand it into the near side corner of the Grand Forks. Close, around behind the net. Grand Forks is able to clear. It's going to go all the way down and get called back on icing. 2:24, Aviators up 1-0. Face-off near side is going to be controlled by the Spuds. Ekron shot goes just from lane, goes just wide of the net. I got excited because it looked like it actually hit the back of the net. Controlled by the Aviators, turned out to center ice. It's going to have to be Singdahl going into the Grand Forks zone, cross ice over to Walsh. Walsh with the shot, and Paulson with the glove save. Face-off will come to the near side. Glove side at Paulson. Swenson and Groven to face it off. Swenson's going to win the draw. She'll drop it off to Hendrickson. Hendrickson will skate it around behind her own net. Held up along the far side wall. Retzer is going to come away with it, skate it out through center. She tries for the shot. That'll get knocked down by Schultz. And Grand Forks is going to come away with it, take it back the other direction. Out through center, down into the Moorhead zone. Shot is going to go high over the net and onto the near side wall. Lovejoy fights for it. Tries to send it back the other way with a no-look pass. It's going to come free and end up with Swenson in the slot, who's able to clear it out to center. Swenson down into the Grand Forks zone. Splits the D, has it poked away as she clears. Grand Forks tries to clear it out. It's going to end up all the way down in the Moorhead zone and stall out. Little will go after it. Little ahead. Sends it all the way into the Grand Forks end. No icing on that one. It was touched up at center. Held in by Little. Cleared out by Grand Forks. Turned back the other direction on the stick of Groven. She looked for the backhand. Kick save made. Rebound was missed by McLaughlin on the backside of an empty net. Spuds are able to clear. Retcher's going to send it the length of the ice. That one will get called back on icing. .7. First period, 1-0 Grand Forks lead. Face off far side of the Moorhead end. Be Singdahl and Shirley. Shirley's going to win the draw. Hockett's going to come away with it. She looks to clear. She's able to. Down into the Grand Forks zone, far side. She's going to get steered along the wall. Carries it around. Shot taken on Schmaltz. Will get swallowed up by Schmaltz. Will be just under 40 seconds left here in the first. Face off near side of the Moorhead or the Grand Forks end. It's going to be controlled by the Spuds. Hendrick sends it over to the far or over to the near side wall. Grand Forks is able to clear. Lovejoy will send it right back in, and the Spuds will end up offside. 31.8 to go. Face-off will be near side, just outside the Grand Forks zone. Shirley and Singdahl. Spuds will come away with it. Hockett carries it down in, has it stripped off her stick by Cameron. Singdahl will have it down in her corner. She's going to carry it around behind her own net with Hockett in her back pocket. Lovejoy, near side, will send it around down into the corner, and it'll be turned back the other direction by Brecky. 7-6, carried out through center ice. Cross ice is going to end up on the near side wall and be handled by Lovejoy. And that is going to do it for the first. And we're gonna wash the ice. So we'll be back in a little bit. So after one, Moorhead is down 1-0. We'll be back in just a little while. First 17 are in the book. 34 minutes to go. Spuds currently trail 2-1. Or excuse me, 1-0. Both teams seem a little lackadaisy after the intermission there. Both teams are looking a little lackadaisy. Not real high motivation. So Spuds take to the ice. Grand Forks takes to the ice. Paulson and net. Little and Ekron on the blue line. Lee and Everett right and left. And Lane will be centering it up. Puck is down. Second is underway. Grand Forks is going to control. It's taken away and sent down into the Grand Forks end. But Breckley will collect it behind her own net. Cleared by the Aviators, taken away by Ekern, back into the Grand Rapids Grand Forks zone. And we're going to have a penalty coming up on the Spuds. It'll be Everett. Now let's see what the call is. Cross-checking. 16:32, Spuds go on the penalty kill. 2-minute power play for the Aviators. Face-off is going to be far side of the Moorhead zone. Lane and Singdahl. Singdahl's going to win the draw. She'll send it over to the far side wall. It'll be grabbed there by Schultz. Cross ice to Close, who sends it down behind the Moorhead net. Picked up by Lovejoy. She'll send it along the far side wall, or along the near side wall, and it's going to get cleared by Retzer right down on to Schmaltz. And along the near side wall of the Grand Forks end, it'll end up on the stick of Close. She'll have it poked away by Retzer. And Singdahl is going to come away with the near side, carry it down into the Moorhead zone. Cross ice is going to end up all the way over on the far side wall. Lane will be able to clear. Lovejoy flips it up to Hockett, who skates it in near side. Tries to send it back up, but it's going to get stolen away by Singdahl. Singdahl is going to settle it down, carry it into her own zone. She'll send it ahead to Walsh, who will chip it into the Moorhead zone. Grand Forks will go for the change. Back behind her own net will be Little. She puts the brakes on to shed one of the Aviators. Tries to clear. It'll be held in by Schultz. Back on the stick of Lovejoy. Lovejoy around the horn, over to Hockett on the near side. It'll get turned back behind the net by Close and into the far side corner. Centering pass, nobody home, up close to the point. Shot goes wide of the net. Will end up all the way around on the far side wall. Another centering pass is going to get intercepted by Shirley. Once again, end up back behind the net. Carried around from the far side. It'll be Singdahl. She'll lose the handle on it. Take a hard side angle shot that'll get kicked away by Paulson. Lovejoy will have it back behind her own net. She'll send it ahead to Hockett. Hockett up to Shirley. He'll carry it out to center ice. Singdahl into her own zone. Sends it down into the corner to Brecky. Aviators are going to be able to clear. No icing. It's going to go all the way into the Moorhead zone. Akron goes after it. She's going to carry it around back behind her own net. She'll send it ahead to Hockett. He loses the handle and it'll end up with Groven going the other way. Little in her own zone, up and off the glass to Swenson. Swenson has it stripped away. It'll get sent all the way across onto the far side wall onto the stick of Hale. Akron tries to clear. Be held in by Schultz. Cross ice is intercepted by Retzert. She's able to skate it out to center. All the way down into the Grand Forks zone. She tries to center it up. It's going to be intercepted by Schultz and sent all the way down to the other end by Groven. 13:26. Icing will be the call. Face-off will be the far side. Face-off far side of the Grand Forks end. It's going to be won by Lane and put on Schmaltz right away, and she'll get that one covered up. So we'll go right back off to the face-off, right back over to the far side face-off circle. It'll be controlled momentarily. Puck loose in the slot is going to get covered up by Schmaltz. We will once again go back over to the far side face-off circle. Lane and Groven. Spuds are going to control momentarily. It'll be stolen away by the Aviators and sent all the way down to the other end. That one's going to get called back on icing as well. .13:01. Walsh and Lane, far side of the Grand Forks end. Won by Lane, controlled by the Aviators. Taking her on behind her own net is going to be Brecky. She tries to send it out. It's going to be held in by Little, who will send it back in. It'll get intercepted by Walsh and sent out to center. Down into the Moorhead zone is going to be Kilgrove. She'll get ridden along the wall. Puck will come free, and Lee will have it along the near side. She's able to clear it up and out to Lane. Lane into the Grand Forks end, looks for the shot, takes the shot, sends it high over the net. It'll be picked up by Singdahl and Lee back behind the net. Brecky steps in to help. Lee gets tripped up. Puck comes free up to Ecker to the point. She's going to send it around back behind the net all the way into the near side corner. Strand is going to streak down in after it. She'll get tied up with Cameron. Puck will come free up onto the stick of Shirley. Round back behind the net. Will get sent up to Eckern at the point. Eckern, top of the slot, looks for the shot, wraps it around, takes the shot, goes just wide of the net. Puck will end up on the near side, or on the far side wall, and be cleared out by Grand Forks, and that one's going to get called back on icing. Face off far side of the Grand Forks zone, be Groven and Shirley. Controlled by the Spuds, up to Lovejoy at the point. She'll carry it down into the corner, have it knocked off her stick by Groven. The Aviators look to clear. Groven is going to carry it out to center. Lovejoy is going to poke it away, send it right back the other direction. It'll be Strand into the far side. She tries to center it up. It's going to be intercepted by Bernier. Carried back out through center by Hale. She'll get pinched up along the far side wall. Hawkins going to come away with it. Cleared out through center and sent down into the Moorhead zone by Schulz. It'll end up back behind the Moorhead net. Schulz looks for the wraparound. It's going to get knocked away by Lovejoy and steered into the far side corner. Cleared out to the near side point. It'll be dumped back down in behind the net by Groven. And the puck will end up on the back of the net. Face off far side of the Moorhead zone is going to be Swenson and McLaughlin. Chip shot from Singdahl is going to get cleared out by the Spuds. Over onto the near side wall, Everett and a couple other ones are all going to battle for it. Or Lee and Little and Swenson all battle for it. Everett comes away with it out through center. Dumped into the Grand Forks zone into the far corner. Everett and Brecky are going to fight for it. Be gathered up by Singdahl and carried around behind her own net. She tries to send it ahead. It's going to float out to center and be turned back the other direction by the Spuds. And I believe the Spuds are going to be called for tripping. Looks like Everett's going to be the culprit. .953 power play for the Aviators. Face-off will be the near side of the Moorhead zone. So not 100% sure what was going on, but the ref was filling the coaches in on something. Face-off Moorhead zone, Groven and Lane will be carried around behind the Moorhead net. Moorhead looks to clear. Pocket tries to carry it out. She'll have it stripped off. End up with Lane, who is going to carry it out and down and in. Shot. Goal! Lane with the penalty kill goal is going to tie this one up at 1. So with 9:32 to go in the second, Lane goes shorthanded and ties it up at 1. Face off at center will be Groven and Shirley. Puck's going to get steered over to the near side wall and down into the Moorhead zone. Handled by Brecky along the far side. She tries to center it up. It's going to get intercepted by Ekron, who will get pinched up in the corner. Puck is going to come free. Handled by Kilgore. Ekron is going to come away with it. Ekron and Kilgore back behind the Moorhead net. Ekron kicks it ahead to herself. She's able to send it all the way out to Shirley at center ice. who's going to get caught up with Bernier and Cameron. Puck will end up back behind the Grand Forks net. Retzer tries to center it up. Nobody home. It'll get sent right back the other direction. Shirley's going to have it top of the slot. She's going to carry it over to the far side corner. Side angle backhand is going to go around behind the net. Little with the slap shot is going to go just high and wide of the net or down into the far side corner. Puck gets sent the length of the ice and is going to get called back on icing. 18 seconds left on the Grand Forks power play. Face-off comes back down to their end. Going to be Lane and Singdahl to face off. Lane wins the draw over to Lovejoy on the far side. She's going to have it stripped away by Close, who will carry it around behind her own net. Lee steps up. Hendrickson is there. Puck is going to find its way out to center. Lovejoy is going to have it. But she's going to have to carry it down deeper into her own zone as she does battle with Hale. Along the far side wall, shot is going to get knocked away in traffic. It'll get sent right back over to the far side wall. Carried around into the top of the slot by Singdahl. She can't handle it. It's going to end up along the near side boards, be taken back out, turned the other direction by the Spuds. Lee down into the Grand Forks end. Tries to center it up to Lane. It's going to get intercepted, taken back the other way. Out at center ice. It'll be Close. Hendrickson in the near side corner of the Moorhead zone. Taken down deep by Groven. Shot put on Paulson is going to get knocked away. And Grand Forks is going to bang one home on a wraparound. So the Aviators slide back up by 1, 2-1 right now with 7:02 to go in the second. Face off at center ice is going to be Shirley and Groven, I believe it was. Yep. Turned down into the Moorhead zone, sent right back out. Shirley across over to Hockett. Spuds are going to go in offside. Face off just outside of the Grand Forks zone. They'll be taken down into the Moorhead zone. Ekman looks to clear. Ekman skates it out through center ice, comes in center. She's going to have it poked away. Grand Forks tries to clear it. Spuds will have to reset. Hockett has it knocked off her stick by Hines. Carried into the Moorhead zone and taken away by Ekman. Ekman ahead to Hockett. Hockett's going to have it knocked off her stick again by Cameron, and it'll end up going down into the Grand Forks zone. Cameron takes it up ice with Hockett in her back pocket. Spuds are going to be able to clear. Ref is in the way. Shirley can't get going. Shirley down into the Grand Forks zone, tries for the backhand. Kick save made by Schmalz. And cleared out by Close. Shirley centering pass. Carter steps up, tries for the backhand. Gets knocked away by Cameron. Side angle from Retzer is going to go through the crease and into the near side wall. Or it'll be picked up by Close, who's going to skate it out. She'll have it poke checked away by Hendrickson. Onto the stick of Hines, who will dump it into the Moorhead zone. Back behind the Moorhead net, it's going to be Lovejoy. Lovejoy sends it ahead to Swenson, who'll have it poked off her stick by Singdahl. And it'll end up right down in the Moorhead zone, or into the Grand Forks zone, sent the other direction. No icing, and it'll go all the way down in behind the Moorhead net. Taken there by Schultz. Shot from Singdahl is going to get knocked away by Paulson. Puck will float around back behind the net and onto the stick of Hendrickson. Hendrickson ahead to Swenson. Swenson 3-on-2, go in the other direction. She looks for the shot, takes the shot. Glove save made by Schmaltz. .433 second period. Moorhead trailing by 1, 2-1. Face off near side. Will be sent on the near side wall and handled by Schultz. Down to the far side, Ekron's going to kick it back the other direction. It'll swing around behind the net. Into the near side corner where it'll be gathered up by Kilgore. Puck loose in the slot. Lane looks for the shot. It's going to get covered up. They're not going to get covered up. It's going to get pulled around behind the net. Grand Forks tries to clear. It'll end up coming all the way to the near side. Sent out to center. Singdahl. That's going to get turned right back the other direction by Lane. Down into the Moorhead zone. It'll be Ekron. Ekron skates it up and out through center ice, down into the Grand Forks end. She gets steered all the way down into the far side corner. And Grand Forks is going to get called for hooking. .331 second period. Moorhead goes to the power play on number 8, Walsh, for hooking. Face-off is going to be the far side of the Grand Forks zone. Shirley wins the draw, sends it over to Hockett, who sends it up to Lovejoy. Lovejoy skates it down and in. Lovejoy across to Hockett. Hockett with a shot. Schmaltz gets it covered up. Rebound is loose. It's finally going to get steered over to the side wall. Hockett's going to come away with it. Down into the zone. She gets tripped up. Another penalty coming. This is going to be a 5-on-3 Moorhead advantage. So we're going to have a minute 41 of 5-on-3 hockey. This time it's going to be Cameron, number 3, who gets called, or is the guilty party. So it'll be Retziter, Shirley Hockett up, Hendrickson, Lovejoy back. Grand Forks looks to clear. It's held in by Hendrickson. Over to Shirley on the far side. Shirley shot. Glove save made by Schmaltz. Minute 26 left on the 3-on-5. Spuds change it up. Lee, Swenson, Lane. Ekron, Little. Lane fights for it. Swenson is there to poke it away. It's going to end up back in the corner. Lane to Swenson. Swenson shot. Glove save made by Schmaltz. Minute 14 left in 5-on-3. Face off is going to be far side. Lane and Kilgore, 10-10. Ekron is going to have it knocked off her stick. Lane steps up. It's going to get sent the length of the ice by Close and get called back on icing. .232, 102 left on 5-on-3. Minute 21 left in the power plays. Face-off is going to be far side of the Grand Forks zone, 10-10 again. Handled by Kilgore. She's again going to send it the length of the ice. That one will get called back on ice again. Face off again, far side, 10 and 10. Swenson up to Eckren. Eckren across to Little. Little looks to line it up. She carries it in. Shot, Lee, rebound, kicked away by Schmaltz into the far sides. Lane flips it up into the air. It's going to get intercepted by Kilgore. Kilgore is going to get taken out, and then Lane is going to be headed to the box for cross-checking. So with 35 seconds to go on 5-on-3, we now go to 4-on-3. We'll have 54 seconds of 4-on-4. Or not 50. 26 seconds of 4-on-4, and then Grand Forks will go to the power play. Face-off is sent right on Paulson, who will kick it away. Turned back the other direction by Lovejoy all the way through. She's going to skate it in. She looks for the shot. She's going to steer it into the corner and have it knocked away by Close. Held in by Shirley, flipped up back behind the net. Picked up by Brecky. 10 seconds on 4-on-3. It'll be held up back behind the Grand Forks net. Grand Forks is able to clear it out. Spuds will have to reset. All right, 20 seconds of 4-on-4 now. Cross ice from Retzer to Shirley. Puck will be sent around behind the net and on the near side wall. Singdahl back behind her own net. Grand Forks are back at full strength. Minute 3 of penalty kill hockey now. Taken down into the Moorhead zone. It's going to be Singdahl. She tries for a flip shot that's going to get kicked away by Eckren into the corner. It'll be Little around behind her own net. She sends it along the far side wall. Little is able to clear. Down into the Grand Forks zone. No icing. I guess that one is going to get called back on icing. 37 seconds left on the Grand Forks power play. Face off near side of the Moorhead zone between Bernier and Swenson, I believe it was. Hard shot on Paulson is going to get sticked away. Puck will end up back in the corner. Puck will be held up along the far side wall. Finally comes free on the stick of Singdahl, who will have it poked away by Eckren. Along the far side wall, Spuds try to clear. It'll be held in by Cameron. Eckren clears. Swenson gives chase down in the Grand Forks end. Swenson shot goes high over the net, and the Spuds are back at full strength. And then they get called for offside. So faceoff will be just outside the Moorhead or the Grand Forks end, far side. With 1.7 seconds left in the second. I didn't even look at the clock. So that's going to wrap up the second. Moorhead is trailing 2-1. We'll be back here in just a minute. So after 2 periods of very intense hockey, your Moorhead Spuds are currently trailing the Grand Forks Aviators by 1, 2-1. This is the Grand Forks A team. Puck is going to be steered right down into the Grand Forks zone. Side angle shot, save made, rebound, save again made by Schmaltz, and covered. She's going to get it covered up this time. Face-off is going to be the near side of the Grand Forks end between Shirley and a mystery Aviator. Taking around back behind her own net is going to be close. She'll send it along the far side wall and out to center. Direction reversed by Shirley. Going to be held up out at center by Schultz. She's going to carry it down in. Takes a shot that's going to go over the net and into the near side corner. Wrap around by Kilgore. Paulson is going to get it covered up. Well, I'm not sure what we got going on because one called the other one over. I'm not sure if the net was off or if it was stuffed in sideways or where it ended up or how it ended up. But they didn't see it, so no goal. Face-off is going to be Swenson and Groven near side. Swenson's going to win the draw. She'll kick it over to Ekron on the near side wall, who's going to carry it around back behind the net, send it ahead to Retzer. Retzer's going to have it stripped away by Bernier. Going to be sent all the way across onto the near side wall. Little looks to clear. Held in by Close, sent around back behind the net. Ekron tries to carry it out on her own. It's going to get sent the other direction. Little will have it. She tries to flip it out. It's going to get held up along the far side wall. Little around back behind the Moorhead net. Puck will be sent the other direction by Hale. Wraparound. Kick save made by Paulson. Spuds are able to clear it out of the slot. And Ekron is able to clear the zone. Down into the Grand Forks, and Swenson and Schultz give chase. Centering pass from Swenson is going to get intercepted by Close. And she's going to take it the other direction. Through ice, she'll dump it in the Moorhead zone and give chase all the way into the near side corner. Lovejoy will have it along the near side wall. Spuds are able to clear. Everett got tripped up. Puck got sent back into the Moorhead zone. Wraparound from Groven goes through the crease and comes out. Everett tries to clear. Puck finds its way out to center ice. Lee and Brecky fight for it. Lovejoy sends it out towards the center. Lane takes it in near side. Wraps it around, drops it off for Carter, who takes the shot. It'll get steered out before it gets to Schmaltz. Puck will be sent around back behind the net. Everts sends it up to Ekron. Ekron, top of the slot, shot, glove save made by Schmaltz. She knocks it down and gets it covered up. 13:45. This game remains 2-1. Face off near side of the Grand Forks zone. Puck will get kicked into the slot, turned around back behind the net by Schultz. Singdahl will come away with it and take it the other direction. Down into the Moorhead zone. She's going to have it poked away by Little. Have to carry it all the way around. Wrap around is going to get cleared out by Little. It'll end up along the far side wall. It's going to bounce loose in the slot. It'll be cleared out to Singdahl at the point. Flurry of shots, couple of big saves made by Paulson. Puck ends up back behind the Moorhead net, and the Spuds are able to clear. Carried in by Hines. And Grand Forks will end up offside. Face off far side of the neutral zone, closer to the Moorhead end. This one's going to get won by Grand Forks. They're going to dump it all the way in. And behind the net, Lovejoy's going to give chase into the near side corner. Carter along the wall, tries to set it up and off. She'll have it held in by Brecky. Hendrickson's going to come away with it. She'll have it knocked off her stick. Retsch will end up with it along the far side wall. She's able to clear it to center. Back down into the Moorhead zone. Cleared out by Retzer. Carter goes back the other way. Swenson picks it up, takes the shot. Waffle blocker save made by Schmaltz. Puck will be sent over to the far side wall, or over to the near side wall. Swenson's going to send it across to the far side. Retzer tries to center it up. It's going to get redirected back behind the Grand Forks net. Grand Forks is able to clear. And Lovejoy is getting called for something. For interference. So that will send the Aviators to the power play with 11:42 to go in the third. Face-off is going to be near side of the Moorhead zone, won by Lane. She tries to clear with the assistance of Lee. Little up to Lane. Lane down and in. Tries for the shot. It's going to get poked off her stick by Schultz and back behind the Grand Forks net. Held up along the far side wall. It'll be Little. Little up to Lee into the corner. Lee around behind the net, and the Aviators are going to come away with it. Out through center, down into the Moorhead zone, into the far side, or into the near side corner is going to be Signal. She tries to center it up. Ekron is there to intercept. Ekron chips it up and out. Lane, hard and fast, down and in again. Shot taken, save made by Schmaltz. .111 remaining on the Grand Forks power play. 10:52 left in the game. Spuds trailing by 1. Face off far side of the Grand Forks zone is going to get steered over to the far side wall to Hendrickson. Hendrickson sends it down into the corner to Shirley, who takes a side angle shot that's going to go off the side of the net. And the net was kicked loose. Judging by the body language of Everett, she thought she was headed to the box, but it was the net had come off. So face-off will be near side of the Grand Forks end. 59 seconds left on their power play. Shirley wins the draw, sends it over to the near side wall, up to Swenson, who's going to kick it down into the corner. Everett along the wall. It's going to get sent all the way out. It's going to roll all the way into the Moorhead zone. Swenson's going to run it down well before it gets to the end. She's going to send it ahead to Shirley at center, and it'll be intercepted by Cameron. Swenson, backhand off the near side wall. Everett going the other way. Tries for the shot that's going to get knocked down in traffic. Will end up along the far side wall. Turned out to center. Swenson steps up, knocks it free. Shirley will have it. Into the Grand Forks zone, it's going to be Brecky. Grand Forks is going to clear it right onto the stick of Ekron. Power play over. Spuds are back at full strength. Down into the shot from the top of the slot by Shirley. Will go just wide. Puck loose in the slot. Hockett looks for the shot. Can't get a stick on it. Aviators hang on to it. Cleared out to center. Little on the far side. Over to Shirley, who redirects to Hockett. Hockett tries to drop it back. It slides back out to center. Little will have to go after it inside of her own zone. Little to Lane. Lane tries to take it up ice. She'll have it knocked away. She's going to send it ahead to Hockett. Hockett tries to send it into the Grand Forks zone. Lane comes away with it. Top of the slot, wrap around, looks for the shot, has it knocked away. And Grand Forks is going to be going to the box for hooking. 8:50 to go in the third. Close is the culprit on that one for hooking. Lane, Hockett left and right. Shirley centering it up. Lovejoy and Hendrickson back. Shirley's going to win the draw and send it over to the near side boards. It'll be gathered up there by Grand Forks, and they're able to clear it out to center. Into the Moorhead zone, top from the corner, it'll be Hale. Her shot's going to get knocked down in traffic, and the Spuds are going to be able to clear. Back into the Moorhead zone, it's going to be Lovejoy. Shot from Hale is going to get knocked down by Paulson. Taken back the other direction and dumped into the far side corner to Lane. Lane back up to Shirley. Will end up back around behind the net. Center it. Lane tries to center it up. It gets steered over onto the near side wall. And Grand Forks is able to clear. Spuds will have to reset. Hockett tries for the shot. It gets knocked down in traffic. Singdahl will have it back behind her own net with Hockett in her pocket. Out through center and down into the Moorhead zone. Singdahl, she tries to shovel it ahead. Eckert is there to knock it away. Eckert is going to carry it out. Cross ice. She tries to send it over to Shirley. It ends up in the skate of Singdahl. Shot, rebound, loose. It's finally going to get covered up by Schmalz. We'll have 37 seconds left in the Moorhead power play. Faceoff is going to be near side. And gets steered into the corner and along the near side wall. Eckert holds it in, down into the corner. Gathered up by Brecky and carried around behind her net. Grand Forks tries to clear. It'll be held in momentarily. Swenson to Carter, near side. Carried out through center ice by McLaughlin. She'll get tripped up. Puck will come free. Swenson's going back the other direction. Swenson, Carter, and Retzer. Puck slides out. The Spuds end up offside. Face-off will be the far side, just outside the Moorhead, or just outside the Aviator zone. Lane wins the draw, sends it into the Grand Forks end. They'll be turned right back out by Grand Forks. Down into the Moorhead end. Hendrickson tries to flip it up off the glass. It'll be held onto by Kilgrove. Grand Forks tries the shot. Lovejoy gets in front of it. Lee along the far side wall. Spuds are able to flip it up and out to center ice. Lane, far side. She's going to have it stripped away by Schulz. Down into the Grand Forks zone. Lee tries for the shot that gets knocked away. He'll end up along the far side wall. Up to Hendrickson, who sends it around back behind the net. Everett steps in. Puck will end up out of center ice with Lovejoy. Lovejoy to Everett. Everett to Lane. Lane puts the brakes on, carries it into the top of the shot, looks for the shot. Save made by Schmaltz. Puck will get steered out and then carried out to center ice by Schulz and sent into the Moorhead zone. Lane back through center. Will carry it into the Grand Forks zone and have it knocked off her stick. Pocket, center ice, strips it away, takes it down into the Grand Forks end. Shot, stick save made by Schmaltz. Puck ends up in the near side corner. It's close, we'll carry it around back behind the net. She'll bring it up the far side and dump it in and give chase around to the near side. Puck will end up in the corner. Lovejoy will send it ahead. Or Strand sends it ahead. Turned right back down into the corner by Groven. And the Spuds are able to clear. And Grand Forks comes away with it offsides and take it in and go in offside. And shot taken on Paulson after the whistle will result in an unsportsmanlike. So the Spuds are going to be headed to the power play. And Grand Forks is headed to the box. .509. Number 3, Cameron, was the culprit. Faceoff will be back in the Grand Forks end on the near side. Shirley and Singdahl. Singdahl will end up with it back behind her own net. She tries to clear it. It'll get sent up into the air. They're able to carry it out through center. Down into the Moorhead zone will be Schultz, who takes the shot on Paulson. And that one's going to find the back of the net and put the Aviators up 3-1. .449, 2-goal deficit. Face off at center ice is going to be Hines and Swenson. Grand Forks is going to win the draw, but Spuds are going to come away with it. Carter tries to get the shot off, but it'll end up in traffic. Back out to center ice. Carter, Retzer. Retzer carries it in near side. Tries to center it up. It's going to end up coming all the way across and into the corner. Where it'll be sent around behind the net and onto the far side wall. Grand Forks is able to clear. Lovejoy chips it back into the Grand Forks zone. It'll be gathered up by Singdahl. She'll take it back behind her own net. 1 minute left in the power play. Grand Forks tries to clear. And this time they're going to carry it up and out. Down into the Moorhead zone, it'll be Singdahl. She tries to center it up. Side angle shot, put on Paulson. Kick save made. Rebound shot from close was kicked away by Paulson as well. Puck ends up all the way down into the Grand Forks zone. Centering pass is going to slide all the way out to center. Akron will carry it in near side. She's got Singdahl in her back pocket. Puck comes loose. Carried out through center. Brecky, she's going to go down in to the Moorhead zone on the near side. She'll have it stripped away by Lane. Lane back behind her own net. Carries it out through center and skates it right down in. Has it poked off her stick right back to Everett. Puck will end up along the near side wall. Slap shot from Little is knocked down in traffic. Puck comes free. Slides around in the slot. And gets steered over to the near side wall. Carried out to center by Schulz. And dumped into the Moorhead zone. Picked up by Walsh. Stolen away by Lane. Lane carries it back out through center. And dumps it. And the Spuds go for the change. Grand Forks comes in hard and fast. Lovejoy is able to step in and intercept. Puck will end up in the far side corner, and Hendrickson is able to send it out to center. Back down into the Grand Forks zone. They try to clear. Hendrickson is there to hold it momentarily. Down into the Moorhead end. Backhand shot by Bernier is going to get knocked away by Paulson. Spuds are going to go back the other direction. Shirley flips it ahead down into the Grand Forks zone. We'll end up back behind the net. Hockett will have it in the corner. Up to Strand. Strand tries to center it up. Nobody there. Will be picked up by Brecky. Sent out to center. Cross ice, flipped ahead into the Moorhead zone by Hale. Down into the corner, Ekern's going to have it. Round back behind her own net. She's going to carry it out through center and down into the Grand Forks zone along the far side wall. She'll have it poked off her stick by Brecky. Sent around to the near side. Cleared out to center. Lane. Swenson. Sends it ahead into the Grand Forks zone. Everett gets laid out. 6-on-5. Moorhead skating empty net. 43-42. Lane sends it ahead to Everett. Everett has it knocked off her stick by Cameron. Puck will end up down in the far side corner. Grand Forks is looking to stall this one out. 30 seconds. 29-28. Going back the other direction. Looking for the empty netter now. Hines is going to get clipped, and the puck will come free. Lane down into the zone. Looks for the backhand shot. Kick save made. Swenson picks up the rebound and sends it around behind the net. 13-12-11. Puck will be held up in the far side corner. 5-4. That's where puck will finally come free. 2-1, and that's going to do it. I suppose if you wanted to get technical about it, you'd have about a half a second between the whistle and the horn. So you get a face-off in, but that'd be about it. So anyhow, in your second matchup today, the Spuds are going to fall 3-1 to the Grand Forks A team. And that is going to wrap up our day and finish out our weekend. We'll be back in action next weekend in the Stillwater at the Skate for the Roses tournament, where your Moorhead Spuds will be looking to defend their title. So from the Moorhead Sports Center in Moorhead, Minnesota, for my camera operator, Lisa Swenson, my Twitter manager, Lexi Fish, I'm Seth. This has been a production of Krabby Toad Studios. We'll see you again next weekend.